This ends now.
Do you really think you could just stop? What is this?
Hi guys, my name is Alberta Enima. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more exciting short films and movies. Bye-bye!
Jenna was the kind of woman who believed that success required sacrifice. She was hardworking, ambitious, and completely devoted to her career. While other people were learning to slow down and enjoy their families, Jenna was constantly working. Her phone was always ringing. Her laptop was always open. There was always another meeting, another business trip, another deadline, and another reason why she couldn't be home. At first, her husband admired her determination. He supported her ambitions and understood that she wanted to build something meaningful for herself. But as the years passed, admiration slowly turned into frustration. Jenna's work began consuming everything. Family dinners became rare. Special occasions were interrupted by phone calls. Vacations were repeatedly cancelled. And whenever her husband needed her emotionally, she was often somewhere else, at work, traveling, or preparing for another important assignment. Eventually, her marriage collapsed. The divorce was painful, but Jenna convinced herself that her career had been worth the sacrifice. She moved forward with her life and eventually found another man. Her new relationship seemed peaceful, and for a while, Jenna believed she had finally found the balance she had been missing. But there was one problem. She still hadn't changed. Work remained the center of her world. Her new husband often found himself eating alone, sleeping alone, and spending long periods without his wife because Jenna was constantly traveling for business. Then one day, Jenna's eldest daughter, who had been away for some time, returned home to settle with her mother and her new family. It was supposed to be a happy reunion. But the first meeting between the daughter and her stepfather created an uncomfortable situation that nobody expected. From the moment they were introduced, the daughter developed an inappropriate attachment to the man. At first, she tried to convince herself that it was simply admiration. He was kind to her. He listened to her. He treated her with respect. But gradually, her feelings became something more complicated. Unable to keep them to herself, she eventually confided in her closest friend. She admitted that she had developed feelings for her stepfather. Her friend was shocked and immediately recognized how dangerous and inappropriate the situation was. But neither of them realized that someone else had overheard the conversation. The stepfather had been nearby. He heard the confession. Instead of establishing a firm boundary and protecting the family relationship, he allowed the situation to become dangerously complicated. Jenna's constant absence created an environment in which boundaries began to disappear. Her husband was spending more time around her daughter. The daughter became increasingly attached to him. And what should have remained a respectful family relationship slowly turned into a secret emotional conflict. The situation became even more dangerous when the stepfather began acknowledging the daughter's feelings instead of shutting them down. What followed was a betrayal, not only of Jenna, but of the trust that should exist between parents, children, and spouses. Meanwhile, Jenna remained consumed by her career. She traveled from one assignment to another, believing that she was doing everything necessary to build a successful future. She had no idea what was happening inside her own home. Then came the day everything changed. Jenna returned unexpectedly. She walked into the house expecting to find her family going about their normal routine. Instead, she discovered her husband and daughter in a deeply compromising situation. For several seconds, Jenna could not process what she was seeing. The woman who had spent years sacrificing her personal life for her career was suddenly confronted with a betrayal happening inside the very home she had worked so hard to maintain. Her husband tried to explain. Her daughter became emotional. But there was no explanation that could erase what Jenna had witnessed. The truth eventually came out. The daughter admitted that she had developed feelings for her stepfather. Her husband also admitted that he had failed to maintain the boundaries expected of him as a husband and stepfather. For Jenna, the revelation was devastating. She had already lost one marriage because of her obsession with work. Now, despite believing she had finally built another family, she was facing another emotional disaster. But this time, Jenna was forced to confront something much deeper. She had spent years believing that providing financially and succeeding professionally was enough. She believed that if she worked hard enough, traveled enough, and achieved enough, her family would understand. But she had overlooked something fundamental. A family doesn't only need provision. It needs presence. Her absence did not excuse the betrayal that had occurred. Her husband was responsible for maintaining appropriate boundaries. Her daughter was responsible for her own actions. But Jenna was forced to recognize that her constant absence had created emotional distance within her family. She had been physically present only occasionally while her career received the majority of her attention. And now she was paying an emotional price. The situation eventually destroyed the marriage. Trust was gone. The family relationship had been permanently damaged. And Jenna was left questioning whether all the professional achievements she had sacrificed her personal life for were worth the cost. For years, she had chased success because she believed that one day she would finally have enough time to enjoy it. But life had taught her a painful lesson. There is no guarantee that the people you love will still be waiting when you finally decide to slow down. The biggest lesson from Jenna's story is that success should never require you to completely abandon the people you love. Working hard is admirable. Building a career is important. Providing for your family matters. But there must be balance. Money can replace many things, but it cannot replace time. You can buy a house, but you cannot buy back the years you missed with your children. You can build a successful business, but you cannot automatically rebuild broken trust. And you can travel around the world for work while slowly becoming a stranger to the people waiting for you at home. At the same time, the betrayal in this story cannot be justified by Jenna's absence. Every adult is responsible for maintaining appropriate boundaries and respecting family relationships. The stepfather had a responsibility to protect his relationship with his wife and maintain a proper parental boundary with his stepdaughter. The daughter also needed to recognize that her feelings were inappropriate and seek help rather than act on them. The lesson, therefore, is not simply don't work too much. It is this: build your career, but don't forget to build your relationships. Work for your family, but don't become so busy working that you lose your family. Because sometimes, the greatest tragedy isn't failing to achieve your dreams. It's achieving everything you wanted and discovering that the people you wanted to share it with are no longer there. And if you enjoy stories that teach meaningful life lessons, don't forget to subscribe to Justice Studios for more powerful stories, unforgettable dramas, and lessons about life.
So folks, this is the lesson from today's video. I encourage you to subscribe if today is the first time you are watching us. Hit the notification button, comment, like, and share, so that others can also get the opportunity to watch what we are doing, and then we can also touch their lives just as we've done yours. See you in our next episode.